There was a time when logging into a game didn't mean just playing it. Okay, alright, is that true? I don't know. It meant checking in. It meant seeing who was online. It meant staying up way too late because tomorrow didn't matter, not as much as right now. And I think that's what I miss most about online games. It isn't the games themselves, it's the people. Alright, why is it so hard? My first online game wasn't flashy. It sure was chaotic, but it also was slow. It was SOCOM on PS2 on dial-up. I was 10 or 11 and my brother showed it to me. I remember him explaining this new concept of online gaming. How everyone I saw, yeah, that guy who shot me, was a real person. I remember getting straight wrecked in that game the very first time I played it, as I didn't really know the mechanics. And I wasn't really impressed of the game itself because of my age as a gamer, but really fascinated with the aspect of connection and the fact that I was playing with a group of people right in my room. For me, it wasn't about winning, it was about being there, sitting close, sharing epic moments, and now sharing something with a bunch of strangers online. That was my first taste of online gaming. And I didn't have the realization then, but it was a form of community that I'd crave for a long time to come. Growing up, I had a small group of friends, and gaming was our thing. Not something we scheduled, something we just did. We made time for it. We stayed up until 3 in the morning, we laughed, we argued, we messed around, or we just hung out in the pregame lobby. Our first poison was Call of Duty. Now this was PS3 era, so we long since got rid of our dial-up. We were on Wi-Fi perfection now. Logging on felt good because you knew who you'd see. Those names on the friends list meant something. Bluetooth was all the rage. It felt like a novelty hearing my friends scream in one ear. But as we got older, life got louder. Work, school, relationships. Gaming slowly stopped being the glue. And one day, it just wasn't there anymore. Part 3, Destiny, finding strangers, losing the magic. Now jump to PS4 era, and many years of radio silence later, a sci-fi post-apocalyptic game emerged. This was when I found the game Destiny. I started to think maybe I could get that feeling back. And in a way I did. I found people, strangers who became teammates, regulars on my friend list. Here I am recording after work again. And in a way I did. Regulars in my friends list that reminded me of that golden age on PS2. But it took work. Search engines, team finders, forum posts, interviews almost, just to do a raid. There was no built-in matchmaking back then, so it was hard finding a raid party unless you already had a group. Eventually life happened again, and somewhere along the way, the fun just got replaced with pressure. Raids stopped feeling like adventures. They became jobs. You mess up once and it suddenly wasn't about having fun anymore. It was about efficiency. Optimization. Don't waste anyone's time, especially given how much of it went into finding a group. And that excitement I had slowly faded. As my friends list did with our collective enthusiasm dropping, a lot of those online friends I didn't know in real life became strangers again. I tried going back to Call of Duty, always full lobbies, always people online, but no one really there. Hey, is anybody here? You play with randoms, you win, you lose, and then they're gone forever. No names to remember, no conversations that last, just a lot of noise and then silence right after. And for the first time, online gaming felt lonely. It wasn't until many more years later I saw a commercial for Final Fantasy 14 online. Is it 14? I can't search it now. I hope it's 14. I'm already recording. It was an ad campaign that promised adventure, incredible power, and community. Final Fantasy XIV felt like a new hope. It was a world that I already loved deeply through past iterations like 7, 10, 10-2, 15. A game that already built on story, emotion, and connection. I thought to myself, this is where I'll find it again. But it felt like I was 16 years too late. The world felt quiet, everyone running past each other, yet standing together alone. Maybe I'm doing it wrong, I would think to myself. Maybe everyone's found their people. Or maybe we're all just waiting for someone else to speak first. After work, I didn't have the energy to make desperate, sweaty attempts to break into someone's friends group. I just wanted it to be easy. And don't get me wrong, I actually love playing that game till today. I just don't make much of an effort to make any serious bonds. I was lucky enough to find a handful of gurus in the game to kind of help me launch into later stages, but that was it. These are some honorable mentions. I don't really play online games much now. I think I'm more into like the story-driven scene. Like right now I'm playing Death Stranding 2. I love the first one. Every now and then I'll go back and play some Call of Duty. I couldn't even tell you what number I'm playing right now. It's the most recent one, I guess. I don't know. But nothing crazy. Sometimes one or two of my friends will be online and we'll play for a little bit, but very sparingly. There is this one game that I'm playing. It's called Kind Words. And it's interesting because it kind of takes community to the max. Like I'm playing Kind Words 2 actually. So you receive letters from the community, the people that are playing the game, and the letters that you receive from people, sometimes it's how their day is going or something that they're struggling with, and then you have the opportunity to respond to them, with kind words. I think it's pretty cool because I feel like it's funny, we can do this in real life. Like we can talk to people and tell them it's gonna be okay or whatever. But doing it in a game, from the comfort of your own home, without feeling like you're gonna hurt someone's feelings or they're not gonna like what you say or just sometimes it's hard just saying nice things to people because we don't know how they'll react. So it's a drastic change from Call of Duty and Destiny. Definitely outside a different genre. You know what else I miss? I miss couch co-op. That was the best. Like just having your friend over, playing some Army of Two. You remember that game? I think what hurts most is the contrast. Back then, friends had the same passion you did, if not more. Back then, seeing everyone online felt like coming home. Now you log on and it's just you, surrounded by people you never meet again. Online games are bigger than ever, more connected than ever, and somehow more isolating than they used to be. I don't think we miss the graphics or the load times or the gimmicks we praise so much for every console generation. I think we miss being young enough to show up, to stay up late, to let something simple matter. Maybe the communities didn't disappear. Maybe they're just harder to find. And maybe somewhere out there are others logging on, hoping to see a familiar name light up the screen again. That's enough. If you enjoyed this, consider giving a like, subscribing. This video is part of the reason why I made my channel, to kind of find or make a community that kept that passion for gaming alive, even when the servers closed. Till next time, peace.